Welcome to the Short Funk Podcast. I'm Tom Barbalet. Today I'm going to give a brief update associated with the Noble Ape Serve project. I've been spending probably about a week working through the Noble Ape simulation to get a sense of what components of the simulation are critical and what components of the simulation are whimsical. There is code within the current Noble Ape simulation, as you can download off GitHub, where there is a Noble Ape speech simulation as part of it. Here, I'm talking literally about audio that is produced of the Noble Ape speaking. Ideas of phonetics and these kind of things through the Noble Ape speech pattern. This is a thing of beauty, a thing of intrinsic interest, but this is not something that will be going in the Noble Ape server, unfortunately. And when you come to making these kind of cuts, there are lots of things that really don't belong in the Noble Ape server code. In addition to this, there's a completely different notion of parallelization through this. A lot of the reactive, low-level code that I used for thread management is no longer applicable, and it's all being written in Node.js, what the kids are using today. So what I've done is actually divide up the Node.js files as they should work in theory, based on the historical simulation files, and in some cases I've had to divide them again in order to make the real components. I mean, some of the time I've used these Noble Ape source code files to cover maybe 3 or 4 different ideas, which really I can't do with Node.js. It has to be individual idea per file. And in this light, I've started doing some of the division. It's one of the interesting things that I can actually do this in the late evening when I'm like half asleep currently, because I'm literally just converting C source code to JavaScript source code and doing it in such a way that it could be unit tested and checked to make sure that the right stuff is going on. But, moving forward in a direction where every evening, every late evening, is a change, some possibilities, some different ideas all put together. In this light, this project is exactly as I expected it to be. It is relatively self-managed. It's not particularly earth-shattering currently. It really is just a means of taking an existing simulation and moving it to a different set of paradigms and a different language. But my hope is that the young people today might take a little bit of interest in this thing because it's in a language that they know versus another language here, C, which unfortunately perhaps they don't know anymore. So what I will do, as I've said previously, is every 10 or so short funks, I'll record one short funk associated with the Noble Ape server, because I know that there are a few listeners out there that are Noble Ape aficionados, and this is just a good opportunity to provide you this kind of information. Tom Barbalet in San Jose, signing out.